When you think of the type of home that you want to live in when you buy your first house, what do you think of? Are you thinking condo? Are you thinking you want a backyard? Are you thinking maybe you just don't care as long as you can afford the payment? My name is Amy DeBusk, and I am a certified mortgage planner. And what I'm known best for is making mortgage simple and easy to understand for first time home buyers who are savvy and ready to take advantage of today's market. And today I want to talk to you about the different types of homes that you can buy and how they affect your approval, your pre approval for your loan. So, there is actually a lot more types than you ever imagine, really. So, you have your traditional single family home. That's what most homes are, your three bedroom, two bath. There is another type of home called a manufactured home. And those homes can be a little deceiving because you'll be looking on, Zillow, and you'll think that it's a single family home, but lo and behold, you go there and it's a manufactured home. So manufactured homes definitely have different rules than a single family home. You need a little higher credit score to buy a manufactured home. You need a minimum credit score of 660 to buy a manufactured home. Um, you definitely can get down payment assistance on them, but there's a lot of checks and balances that the lender's going to make when you're in contract to buy a manufactured home. So they come under scrutiny a little bit more because the way that the manufactured home is manufactured is there's four walls, and those walls get driven in by a semi and then laid on a foundation. So, one of the things that the manufactured home is going to be required of by the lender is that there's a permanent foundation, that it is adhered to the actual cement foundation, and that it is a true manufactured home. And there's license plates on the walls that prove that. So that would be a manufactured home. And I will say that the manufactured homes are a little lower in price. There's reasons for that. Their walls are thinner. Some of them might feel a little bit hollow on the inside. Some of them are made very well, and then some of them aren't. So that's the difference between manufactured and single family. Then we have a condo. So condominiums are completely different than a single family residence, because the biggest thing is that you're going to have homeowners association dues. So it's hard to find how much the association dues are on Zillow, but if you click down and you do the details of the home, you can see it'll say HOA, and um, HOA dues can range anywhere from $200 a month to $500 a month. And so if you're qualified on a $500,000 purchase price for a single family home, you will not qualify. If that's like your max ceiling, 500,000, you're not going to qualify for a $500,000 condo, because we have to make room for the homeowners association dues, because that part of the payment is going to increase your payment. So you always want to ask your lender, like somebody like myself, to give you two approvals if you're thinking about a condo. Please give me an approval for a condo, and please give me an approval for a single family so I can see the difference. That would be what I would ask. And then there is a halfplex, which a halfplex is kind of a little hidden gem. I had a first time homebuyer couple buy a halfplex about 6 months ago in Sacramento, and they paid $285,000 for this halfplex. So, what a halfplex is, it's like a duplex. It's like two units, so you share one wall with somebody else that owns the other half. Hence the word halfplex. And but the cool thing is about the halfplex, they're really good price, and there's no HOA dues on those. So Their $285,000 Halfplex was a total payment of 2,200 for principal, interest, property taxes, homeowners insurance, private mortgage insurance, the whole thing. So there you have it on the Halfplex. And then we're going to get into the multifamily. So the definition of a residential home is any home that is less than 4 units. So if you have a fourplex, a threeplex, or a duplex, or a single family, that would all fall under the category of residential homes. And those are what the residential home loans can be lent on. If you go over a fourplex, that's considered a commercial property and a whole nother ball of wax. So 1 to 4 units. And yes, you can buy a multi-family unit as a first-time home buyer, and it's actually the best time to buy a duplex, triplex, or fourplex. Number one, it's much easier to live in that kind of multi-family unit, never owning a home before. And number two, it's probably one of the only times that you'll be able to convince an underwriter that you're going to live in one of those units as a first time home buyer. So we have FHA loans that only require a 3.5% down payment, and then a conventional loan for 5% down payment. Um, so yes, you can buy a multifamily home as a first-time home buyer. So then there is one more type of home that you may think about and you may see online, and it can be really deceiving. So it's also considered a modular home. Some people call it a manufactured home as well, and then some people call it a mobile home. It's kind of the old school way of calling it a mobile home. Some people get offended by that though. So it's very different than a manufactured home in the sense of the ones that I was telling you about 5 minutes ago, because a true manufactured home is what I said. It's adhered to the foundation. Now, a modular home or a mobile home is it's called a single wide, and it's in a park where you would own the modular home, and then you would pay park rent to the park. And what's so deceiving about these is that you'll see them online for maybe $100,000 or $90,000. That does not, you think, wow, that's really affordable. However, um, the park rent on a modular home or mobile home can be in the upward range of like $1,100 a month sometimes. So, and then the loans for a modular home or mobile home is minimum down payment is 5%. There is no down payment assistance available for it. And if you are a veteran, though, CalVet will lend on a mobile home at 100% financing. But the mobile home loans, the interest rates are going to be 3 to 4% higher than the going rate for a single family home. And then the longest term on those is 25 years. So when you're looking at a $90,000 modular home and the payment on that can be almost the same as a single family home. It can be 22 to 2400 when you're comparing a $400,000 single family home versus $100,000 mobile home. So definitely something to look at if you have your own down payment money. But again, that so mobile homes and multifamily homes do not allow down payment assistance. The only types of homes that you can get down payment assistance on are single families, true manufactured homes, um, condos, and halfplex. So there you have it. That is my deep dive on the types of homes that you can buy. If you would like more information on this, we actually have a blog. If you can look in the description, you can click on our blog, and it gives a breakdown of this in detail. And if you have any questions at all, you can always reach out to me and book your free discovery call at talkingwithamy.com. That's talkingwithamy.com.